Hello there. Welcome to Adelaide, the Adelaide Netrunner Regionals. We are in the winners bracket. This is the second round. Actually, no. Sorry, we're in the losers bracket.
Okay.
Yeah, I should just stop lying through my teeth. We're in the losers bracket.
Additionally, there are at least two Anarchs in the top 8.
Yeah, so in the previous video, which you may or may not have watched, I said, oh, well, it's probably only one Anarch in top 8, and then suddenly it's like, oh, well, this guy's just going to rock up and ruin all my things.
So who do we have playing here?
Alright, so on the left we've got Damian, who was featured in the last video, who got biffed out by Adrian to a psycho NBN. On the right we've got Stephen, who's playing an Edward Chem, again, not exactly a common. I didn't see those. Hang on. You take it for a sec. Hold on.
Yeah, okay. So we've got Biotech on the left and Edward Kim on the right. The Biotech identity has been chosen, and it is...
Alright, so I've just gone and had a look. So he's chosen the brewery.
Okay. That's fun.
So he's got the greenhouse and the tank in the thing. Alright, so a good start. And yes, I might as well introduce co-commentator. Thank you, Sam, for coming along. Played in the regionals as well, so we're all getting in there.
So that's an upgrade on HQ.
Yeah.
Turn 1.
I mean, I think it's a reasonable assumption to say.
Oh, no, that's just his hand.
Oh.
Okay. Right, so that's hedge fund ice install.
Yeah.
Okay.
This guy's saying, like,
much more sensible.
Totally a Crisium, like...
Yeah.
It's like, no,
okay, that's
his hand's full of Crisiums.
Career fairing out of daily costs.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so strong. I'm pretty sure I've talked about career fair in the past.
This especially, that's just 8 credits.
Yeah, it's just a straight up 8 credits. I mean, you need 2 cards to do it, sure, but it's pretty bloody good.
Yeah.
And also the fact you don't need any credits to make that play in the first place is really
yeah, it's 2 sure gambles from 0.
Alright, so we'll see what happens here. I mean, Edward Kim is a pretty strong matchup for anyone who's trying to, like, pretty deliberately kill you. But we'll see how the kill is going to function.
The private contracts?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Okay.
It's a good card, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I can never convince myself to trash it for 5.
Exactly, and that's exactly why it's pretty good. So he's going to see the Junebug get rid of 0. When do you go again? Like, let's try and fire Edward Kim's ability.
I think you do.
Yeah, get that
it's
hammer
free.
swinging. Or just... Yeah, okay, that works as well.
Which agenda is that?
Breakthrough. Magical breakthrough.
Okay. So it's the fast advance.
Yeah, so it looks like he's going for like a semi-kill, semi-fast advance. Like, unless the greenhouse is the advance.
Advance 4. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I asked you because you're a biotech.
It's true. It's what you have to do. You have to make both the advancement threat and the kill threat viable.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens here. I mean,
because otherwise your play will tell them which one you've chosen.
Yeah. And I mean, sometimes it's not such a bad thing. Like, there were those Rush Biotics decks, which would just excuse me while I turned to a Nisei.
Yeah.
And then I just couldn't give less of a damn. But to a certain degree, yeah, it's like, well...
It's Data Sucker Mimic.
Yeah, so it's like, excuse me, like, don't die to Cortex Lock. But it's a Nashigaru?
Huh.
I like that. I guess he had enough money for it. He's just been
clicking that private contract.
Yeah. Not much else to do, I guess. So.
Yeah.
And Nashigaru's...
Well, until you draw, like... I assume with the brewery he's drawing for new early MPs.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, he's also now got a Nisei in hand. I mean, I think he's probably safe for a while just because Nashigaru, and that's pretty strong, at least for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to never just, like, I used to just kind of ignore Ashigaru, just flat out.
Yeah.
But recently I built a deck, and I'm like, wait a second. So I res it for 9, and it's like, okay, even if they use a Kuroda, it's 2 to buff, and then however many I have in my hand, which is probably going to be 5, because it was an IG deck, so it's like, okay, this is...
Yeah, it's always going to be 5 in an IG deck.
So it's like, okay, this is 7 to break. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, 7's a big number.
Yeah, so I'm behind on the first run, and like, even if it's lady counters, there's 3 lady counters.
Yeah.
Sure, it's only 1 real doll, but 3 counters is kind of a lot.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's not a huge amount of ice that you end up ahead of the first run.
Yeah. but it's always like, I mean, as if it's 7 each time, let's assume it's 7 each time. Like, in the second run, it's like, so far ahead. It's like, I don't really care how good your economy is. I am so far ahead. Only thing is, I mean, I guess with the parasites coming on in, Parasite could just explode the Ashigaru.
Yeah.
So he's going to not explode.
That's a hedge fund.
Yeah, and it's going to explode.
That is
Thank
definitely
you,
something you
hammers.
want to blow up with the humanity's hammer.
If only the viroids could feel my pain.
And yeah, he's just using that ability to clear out a card from R&D, see a new card, and get rid of the hedge fund.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong. So we're going to just see it. It looks like Career Fair Liberated.
Ooh,
I love Career Fair
that
Liberated.
is so much money.
I love Career Fair Liberated. I really do. I've been running an Anarch recently who has been just running Career Fair, and you just press the button and you just have $1 billion suddenly. So.
Yep.
And it's like a lucky find that continues to pay off. So we're gonna get a Mushin here. I'm pretty sure that's just a Ronin, but we'll see.
So that's a Mushin Ice.
Actually, no, it could just be a Nisei. We did see the Nisei in hand. We need to see his hand a little more. So we're gonna get another look at R&D. I think that's pretty reasonable.
Either way, he needs to advance it another time. That is a Ronin.
That's the Ronin, yeah.
So
He's gonna do the same thing. This time it's through.
how many cards does he have?
In hand, I can't see.
I think he had 2.
Yeah.
Because now he's just drawn. One of them is, and I've had worse, I believe. I think we saw that before.
No, I haven't. I won't lie, I haven't been looking. But if one of them's an I've had worse, I mean, you're pretty fine.
Yeah, if it's an I've had worse, it's fine. It was a future perfect. Oh,
that puts Damian ahead a little.
oh, that is a.
Yeah, that puts him ahead a bit. I'd be interested to see what that ice was. That he was relatively confident that he wouldn't go. Oh my lordy! I saw Chairman Hero in hand.
So there's the kill condition.
I like that. Ural Katana. All the tech, all of the tech. I'm liking this tech. Both players relatively popular in Adelaide just for building decks that aren't exactly that conventional. If this is the same deck that he's been running for a while, Steven's deck revolves around Desperado security testing, Hemorrhage.
Yeah, that's great.
And it's really
Desperado's just great for Kim.
yeah.
Like you want to run somewhere.
Runs, yeah.
Like you just want to run a central to blow up an operation.
I remember I was talking to Adrian one day, we saw in the previous video, and we were talking about how it's like I was running Edward Kim, and so he was saying it's like I was running Edward Kim, and suddenly it's like, wait a second, I'm not using his ability, but he then eventually realized, quite rightly I feel,
That's a Tsurugi.
yeah,
He's
yep, so he's going to pass through.
Okay, so
We'll just wait for this access. It's going to be the Caprice. Yeah, just ditch that.
yeah, you can't leave that there.
No, I don't think so. But he was talking about how it's like all the corps were really, really desperately scared of Edward Kim's ability, like getting rid of all their combo pieces or their hedge funds or whatever. So they'd res all the ice, and suddenly it's like a really weird tax.
Yeah.
And yeah, I like the idea behind that. So it looks like it's gonna be credit medical research. Puts him all the way to 8. Yeah. And Steven takes 3, which
Yeah, gotta research that medicine.
yeah. I mean it's not that like sometimes you end up with like medical researchers which is just really like you need to time your medical researchers really well, because otherwise you just end up like they're on like 1 and then your medical research them to 4 and they're just like, oh cool, I'll credit and gamble.
Yeah, if they've got no money, it's unless you've also got no money.
True.
Right.
In which case sometimes it's just better to just
Because like it doesn't matter if they have no money if you can't res any ice.
That's true. I mean, especially against things like
parasiting the Tsurugi.
not dying to Cortex Lock. Well, not dying, but still not in a good spot. Alright, so not much going on there. A lot of whiffs from R&D. Pretty unfortunate. He's been hammering it pretty hard.
Well, he's blown up some good cards from there.
Yeah.
Like, he got rid of the Ronin, he got rid of the Caprice,
Yeah, the hedge fund.
got rid of the hedge fund, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Gonna re-ice it.
Corp is still at 9.
I can't know.
So the oranges there are 1 and the yellow is 5. I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty weird tokens, but I like them. They've got a nice credit feel to them.
Yeah.
You know. So I'm just going to draw up. I feel like that's right. I mean, you need a few more pieces.
I just feel like
right
they
now.
should be more appreciably different in size.
Yeah, it is something I like about the standard FFG credits. It's just...
You can clearly
Yeah.
tell which one is a 5 because
Yeah.
it's much larger.
Clone
Alright.
chip going in the field. That's a lot of pressure just because
Yeah.
you can just explode.
Just threatening the parasite.
Yeah, GQ also in hand, so...
Hilarious.
A lot of tech in this biotech, to forgive the pun. And a biotic.
Yeah.
Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy.
Look, just biotic labor. Sorry, that's my phone.
Yeah. So my co-commentator's deciding to take a phone break, so I'll just quickly take over for a sec. So GQ looked like it went in the archives. That's pretty reasonable. Another clone chip's going down. This is a net ready eyes. Oh boy. Yeah, I've had worse triggers off the net ready eyes. Vamps in hand as well. Was in hand, I should say. So he's got cards in hand, and now he's got options with the net ready eyes. Net ready eyes is very good for the Cortex lock idea. He's only got one. I have no idea what that is. I think that's Jerry's Labyrinth. I'm pretty sure that's Jerry's Labyrinth. So his hand size is now 3. Until the beginning of his next turn. That's not so bad. I mean, Brewery's only 2. He's going to have to do a lot more. He's going to have to be rather silly in order to get killed here, I feel.
Sorry about that. Anyway, I was just about to say the biotic labor just gives you so many options in the biotech deck because it lets you have one click and flip your ID.
Yeah, which is a big deal, especially
that's-
when you
that's-
draw the Nisei off the top.
Yeah, it's fast advance and Nisei with the greenhouse. It's play a neural EMP and use the brewery.
Yeah, I think
It's flip a Ronin and use the brewery.
It's a big deal. It's definitely a big deal.
Or it's fast advance a Ronin and flip it. It's just
Alright, so we've seen Jury's Labyrinth being rezzed on R&D, which is rather
okay.
interesting.
Yeah, so it's this. It is this version.
Negative hand
Yeah, so
size.
that's to combat with the Chairman Hero.
Yeah, I still don't like it.
Yeah.
My problem is
It's too low strength.
yeah, that's my main problem. Like, sure, it's a bit cheap. Like, I'm not gonna begrudge that. Like, it is definitely cheap, but it's
Have we seen any valid grids in the deck?
not yet. But I think based on what you're saying, it's a pretty decent bet.
I feel like if there's a Gyri Labyrinth, there has to be a valid grid.
Yeah,
Because
but-
that's
yeah.
that's the point where it's good. It's either you take the hand loss from the Gyri Labyrinth, or you break it and take it from the valid grid.
So
It's just whenever you can put the runner into a lose-lose situation, that's really what you want.
Alright,
So he makes
there's a
Bako.
Chairman Hero in that server, and it looks like Steven is just going to go for the Parasite and go for the 2 points.
So that's clone chipping the parasite.
Clone chip that Parasite,
Yeah.
sucker it down. That's really strong, and it's going to be Hero. Trash it in an instant, right?
Yeah.
It's 2 points. You've got R&D accesses at 1 credit precisely. So.
Wait, really?
Yeah, well, that's a Jury's Labyrinth. Yog's on the table now.
Oh.
Vortex Lock is net ready eyes as well.
Oh, the net ready Yog.
Yeah, you're
oh
still
my
on,
god.
You're still on the phone
Okay.
when the net
Yeah.
ready went down. So no, you just net ready the Mimic,
Yeah. Okay.
and you can him for 1. It's like, well, okay.
Yeah. Wow. That's so porous.
Yeah.
You gotta just trash the code gate off of R&D, right? And install something else.
Yeah. Alright, so we just got a call of 19 minutes left. I feel like this should finish.
What are we at? 4 points on the runner side, 3 on the corp side.
Yep. So
Yeah.
you could go either way. So he's going to make the run at R&D again. It costs 1, and he's going to get down to sucker tokens. Blow that up.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Run again. Yeah. If it's only 1.
And if he sees a future perfect, he could just straight up win. He's not going to see the future perfect, but he is going to see
Let's
another
see.
medical breakthrough.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
So the only thing to note here is that medical breakthrough is now at 2-2.
Yeah. So
Could be a little
if he
dangerous.
draws the third one, then
You're,
that does put it not quite even, because that would be 6-5.
Yeah.
but definitely puts it at game point for both. I feel like it is much easier for the runner to win from this position, though.
I feel like it is, yeah, especially with most of the agendas still in the deck, because Genuine Hero is not an agenda.
Well, yeah, most of the agendas are still in the deck, and you've got R&D access for $1.
Yeah, that's kind of significant, especially when if you see an operation, which it appears there are a few of in this deck, you're just like, okay, well, Edward Kim's going to smack you in the face. Like a Ronan's going to go down. Now, if I was the runner and I could get into HQ, I'd definitely do it. I feel like Steven wants to do it.
Can he?
If he gets more data cycle tokens, and then proceeds to parasite data cycle the Ashigaru down.
Okay.
Problem is that depends on there being no more, like, not another barrier.
Yeah, if that's a Himitsubako in front of the
It also,
Ashigaru.
amusingly enough, turns on Chimera again.
Yeah.
So he's going to do R&D again. I think that's pretty reasonable. Like, you can just take the game right here. Ooh.
Oh, that's huge.
Not that. I mean, he's already got one in hand, so it's not so bad. That's game.
Oh, the Flotic. Yeah.
Quick game of a good
Quick
game.
game,
Yeah.
indeed.
I mean, what do you do? Like, if he's getting into R&D for one, you've got to do something about it, I feel.
Yeah. It's like that's just, it's hard.
Yeah. It was a guard in front of HQ, so he could have just got through for one with the Mimic. Yeah, it was... I just feel like it's a deck that was being countered hard by that hammer, because you can just get through quick. And the Anarch
It's also just the, like, if there are value grids.
Yeah.
Like if that's a win condition, that is countered by just having lots of parasites. Because if the ice isn't there, then you don't need to break it.
No.
All right. So that was the second round of the elimination bracket.
Yes, this was in the losers bracket. So it looks like Steven is going to get biffed out, and Damian will continue in losers, playing, we're not sure who yet. But we'll bring you a game of something in a couple of minutes. So thank you again for coming around.
Yeah.
And we will see you.
Yeah, I'm going to
in
stick
the
around
next...
for at least one more match.
Yeah. And alright, see you in the next one.